Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing a daily yoga flow just to get some exercise and movement in our bodies for those of us looking to keep in the habit of keeping our daily practice going. So to begin, we'll start off in a cross-legged seated position, legs crossed together, hands either on your knees or on your laps, whichever feels most comfortable. We're just going to close our eyes and just take a few deep breaths, centering ourselves and clearing our minds of all distractions and worries that lay outside of the mat. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose, feeling the air flow through the nostrils into our lungs, expanding our chest and our rib cage, and then opening our mouths as we just give a nice and loud audible sigh out. Going to a few more rounds. Maybe counting how long it takes for you to do each inhale and exhale, and trying to go a little bit longer after each breath. Then bringing your chin towards your chest, we're going to take another inhale. And as we do, we're going to roll our left ear towards our left shoulder. And as we exhale, roll it over to the right. Just going back and forth, matching your movements with your breath. Then the next time your head comes over to the left, we're going to lay our left arm down towards the mat, bringing our forearm down as we just lean over, raising our right hand up and over our heads for a nice little side stretch. Trying to see if you can ground your right bum cheek, keeping it on the mat, and then just reaching as far to the left as you can. Pushing back up as we move on to the other side. Right forearm down, left arm up and over our heads. To meet me back in a nice seated position. And you can place the bottoms of your feet down, opening your legs out a little bit. And we're just going to windscreen wipe our legs from left to right. Just getting a nice little release in our lower back, getting some movements in our legs. And then when your legs fall over to the left, you're going to keep them there, twisting your bodies to the left. You're just going to fold over forward, aiming to bring your chest towards your left knee. And you just fold forward, getting a nice stretch in our hips. Pushing up, moving on to the other side. As we fold over our right leg. Coming back up, you guys can meet me in a nice tabletop position with your hands and your knees down on the mat. We're just going to go through some circular motions over our wrists, getting them nice and warmed up. Going in one direction before changing over in the other. And then, meeting me back in stillness, we're going to go through some rounds of cat-cow. So taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to lift our chin up, looking in front of us, dipping our bellies down. Take a nice inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, bring our chin towards our chest, rounding our backs out. Taking another inhale for cow. Before we exhale to our cat. Just going through 2 more rounds at your own pace. And then meeting back with a neutral spine. You can take once, you can step your legs back out, coming into a high plank, pushing your body just slightly forward so your shoulders come over your wrists. Taking a nice inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to lift our hips up and push them back to our first downward facing dog. From here, your legs might feel a little bit stiff, so you can just walk your dog out, pedaling 1 foot at a time. Just feeling a nice stretch in your calves and your hamstrings. And come into stillness. We're going to start with our right leg, lifting it up, kicking it as high as you can for a 3-legged dog. As we exhale, bending our knee, placing our foot between our hands, lifting our bodies up, hands above to the sky for a high crescent lunge. Taking a deep inhale, and push our bodies up, coming to a standing in on our right leg, lifting our knee up, left hand onto left knee, as we open it out to the side. You can maybe just raise your hand out, right hand out, just to help with your balance. And bringing your left leg back to center, you're going to place your left ankle over your right knee. We're just going to gently lower into a figure 4 chair pose, going as low as you can, and finding a spot in front of you just to help with your balance. And standing up straight, placing your feet back on the mat. We can bring our palms down to the ground as we step back into a high plank. Taking an inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to lower our knees down to the mat before bringing our chest and our chin all the way down. Placing your forearms onto the ground, lifting your upper body up for Sphinx, before pushing back up and meeting me back in your downward facing dog. Moving on to the left side, left leg kick nice and high for your 3-legged dog. Coming into your high crescent lunge. Holding for an inhale. And as you exhale, standing up straight, balancing on your left leg, opening your right leg out to the side, left hand out for balance. And bring your right leg back, right ankle onto left knee, as we just lower down, finding our spots in front of us to help with our balance. Coming back up straight, feet to ground. As we bring our hands down to the mat, meeting in our plank. And then from here, you can either lower your knees down again, or you can keep them straight. As we just exhale as we chaturanga down. Inhale for either Sphinx, or maybe you can go in for your Cobra. And then as we exhale, pushing back and up for our downward facing dog. Great stuff. Once more, starting with your right leg, kicking it nice and high. And this time we're going to bend our leg and stack our right hip onto our left for a split dog. And then as we exhale, placing our foot between our hands again. And then raising our hands up. Now meeting me into a warrior two. Flipping your palms to face towards the sides. You're going to bring your left hand towards your right, placing your fingertips onto your right wrist. And you're going to pull back like you're pulling back a bow, shooting an arrow. And when you've gone as far as you can, straighten your front leg. And then tilting your body forward, bringing your right hand towards your right shin. And raising your left hand up as you meet me in Trikonasana triangle pose. Windmill your left hand down, coming into a high plank, and lifting our hips up and back into our downward facing dog. Now left leg going nice and high, bending our knee as we stack our left hip onto our right, holding for breath as we try and make our left knee the highest point of our body before placing our foot between our hands, coming up for our warrior two, palms facing towards the side, bringing our right hand forward and pulling the string of our bow as far back as we can before straightening our front leg and tilting our bodies into our triangle. Bring hands down to mat, kicking back into a plank, holding for breath, or coming back into our downward facing dog. When we're down dog, you can just walk your feet slowly towards the top of the mat. You can move into a little forward fold, just letting your whole upper body sway from side to side, bending one leg at a time. You're going to grab your opposite elbows, meeting me in a ragdoll. Just feeling a nice little release in your lower back. Then releasing your hands, placing them on your shins. You can inhale, lifting your upper body halfway up, keeping your spine nice and straight. And as you exhale, folding forward, you're going to place your hands behind your legs. You just pull your upper body as close to your knees as you can. And then gently releasing your hands back into your forward fold. You're turning your feet now to the side, so your heels are just on the edges of the mat, and your toes on the outside of the mat. You're going to sway your hips from side to side, bending your knees. You gently lower, coming to meet me in a yogi squat. Knees onto elbows, palms together. You just push your legs out as wide as they can, feeling a nice little stretch in your groins. And if you want and you feel like your body needs it, you can just sway from side to side. Releasing, you can meet me in a seated position at the back of your mat with your left leg straightened out in front of you. And for this, you can either keep your right foot onto your left thigh, or if you want to go a little bit of a challenge, you can open your right knee out so you have a 90-degree angle between your left and right leg, twisting your body to face towards your left leg, taking a nice inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, bring your chest towards your chin, towards your knee, placing your hands out in front of you. You just stretch as far as you can, feel a nice stretch along your leg. And we're just going to hold this pose for a few breaths. And coming back up, I'm going to swap over to the other side. Right foot in front of us. Left foot either onto our thigh or opening our leg out into a 90-degree. Body facing forward. Deep inhale, expanding, just really opening up as wide as you can. And then as you exhale, focusing on bringing your chest towards your knee and hands out in front of you. Rolling back up straight, keeping your right leg straight in front of you. You bring our left leg forward as you go on to a double-legged forward fold. So feet together, chest up, shoulders back as we take a nice inhale through the nose. And then exhale, folding forward. Releasing your legs. Coming to sit up straight. And then we're just going to lean back, placing our elbows down onto the mat. And then just letting our head hang back into a fish pose. Finding the last pose of our practice. Bringing our back all the way down. Hands by our sides. As you meet me in our Shavasana. Letting every muscle in our body relax. Clearing our minds. And just letting our body breathe for us. Bringing our focus back to our breath. Using some movement into our body to wiggle our fingers and our toes. bending one knee at a time. And you can either turn to your side, left or right, whichever feels the most comfortable. As we just reflect on our practice, and gently you can push yourself up, meeting in a seated position, eyes still closed. And just meditate for a moment, reflecting on how we're feeling, noticing any differences in our bodies from the beginning to now, and giving yourself a little mental tap on the back for looking after yourself. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you found some benefits and something you guys can incorporate into your daily lives. And once more, I hope to see you guys again next time on the Yoga Mat.